Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Man, football is here, man. Football is fucking here. And finally, finally, Joe. Oh my! Let me check my audio real fast. I feel like I'm having some audio problems here. So I guess we good. I guess we good. Goes, yeah, man. NFL is here. Like, subscribe, hit the notifications bell so you'll be notified every time I upload. I'm gonna talk about a little bit of DraftKings, a little bit of FanDuel Sportsbook, and Prize Picks. All of it coincides with each other. All of it's crammed in one. All right. So it's all the same shit. Okay. Um, Prize Picks, man. It's very, very, very decent site, man. They will. You see my promo code rolling down at the bottom on the ticker there. All right. They will match your deposit up to $100, 100% up to $100. We use my DENS 059 Chicago 059. All right. So there you have that. Now they got a promo going on. My favorite thing here is to use a two pick. Two pick is equivalent uh, to a plus 200 on the books. And what that means, is you can take one pick and another pick and put that together. They're going to give you a free pick right here. Brady to get over a half a yard. That means he got to get one passing yard. That's it. All right. Now, two picks. That's my favorite picks. My favorite props there. Equals out to a plus 200. You can smash them on that all day long. All right. Five picks. You got it. It turns to a flex. Automatically turns to a flex play. Where if you get five picks right, the max is five. It comes out to like a plus 1,000. Um, you get one wrong, then it comes out to like a plus 100. You get two wrong out of five, then it's like you'll get zero point 0.4 times your money back. So you might lose a little, but you won't lose it all, man. So it's a good site to build a bankroll on. All of these different pass yards, rush yards, receiving yards, pass and rush yards, receiving and rush yards, fantasy score, passing TDs, rushing TDs, reception TDs, pass, rush, and reception. One of my favorite ones, pass attempts, pass completions, interception, rush attempts, receptions, reception targets. One of my favorite ones right there, reception targets, field goals made. One of my favorite ones right there, field goals made. Tackles and assists, yada, yada, yada. College football, MLB Live, NFL season long, first half NFL, soccer, WNBA. You can mix and match all this shit together. What it is, what it is. Use my promo code. That's a great way to support me. Either way it go, let's jump into it. Pittsburgh Steelers, Cincinnati Bengals. Do I hear the dogs barking in this one? I don't know, man. The division game can be tough. I'm not betting a lot of sides here. I'm gonna bring you a few player props that nobody's talking about, sleeper plays, and on top of that, I'm gonna let you know what I do. I do a lot of same game parlays, a lot of player prop parlays. These depend on the player. All right. Most of the time I don't need no rappies. I like to depend on the player. But then when you're doing parlays, of course you got a rappy. But anyway, go. That's neither here or there. But taking advantage of these alternates. You just came out of football, baseball. Baseball's still going, low odds. Get used to these low odds, soft lines soft lines, man. Got to get used to this shit. Got to get used to this shit. Soft lines, man. Soft lines, soft lines, soft lines. All right. So, Pittsburgh Steelers at Cincinnati Bengals here. The dogs could be barking. Mitchell Trubisky on one side. Then we got and then we got Burrow. All right. So listen, Burrow, his the offensive line, they did a little revamping over there. Okay, cool, nice. Let's see what happens here. Okay. Then Pittsburgh, they was able to bring pressure, but they had a rough time stopping the run. All right. A lot of the industry, they have already taken heed from that. They've taken a rushing prop like uh, Mixon all the way up to like 70 something yards. I think it came out at like 62, 65, something like that. Let's see. I did have some interest in that. All right, so Joe Mixon 71.5. I know I seen the 62, so it probably went up like 10 yards. You know what I'm saying? So that's something. Either way it go, mobile quarterback. He can do a little bit more things, than Ben Roethlisberger could do. He's not a sitting duck. All right. Then you got guys like, um, then you got guys like, um, then you got guys like, let me see, um, hmm. Okay, no Juju Smith-Schuster. So you got guys like Claypool. Claypool's probably he's going to be thrust into a new role. He's going to be coming out the slot a little bit here, and that's going to be something. He's already has big playability. Probably be going from the slot to the outside. They got Pickens, the young boy. Then you got the target monster Deontay Johnson on the other side. Now, don't get it twisted. I'm not bashing. I'm not bashing. Cincinnati, whatever the case may be. They have some great, great, great players over there. All right. I'm just talking about the divisional game and how things could play out. I don't have a side in this one, man. I'm just thinking I don't have a side in this one. Call me a pussy or call me a punk, whatever the case may be. But I'm interested in player props. Okay. I like receiving props. That's one of my favorites. I'm an overs type of guy. On whatever I do, I'm an overs type of guy. So that's a little bit about me. All right. Najee Harris, 22.5 receiving yards. Definitely in play. Can't talk you off that. Love it. Even if you want to go to alter it up to the 25, I don't even care about that. I like that. You're going to get plus money on that for sure. Total receptions here. That's what I'm looking at. Tyler Boyd. That's somebody I might be able to take it under on either his receptions or yardage. Jamar Chase, T. Higgins. Both of these guys have the ability to hit that rushing prop there. Receiving prop. Then you got. They don't have all the they don't have all the guys on there, man. Rushing props. They don't have the Pittsburgh Steelers guys on there. Mitchell Trubisky, 18.5 rushing yards, definitely in play. Okay, so don't get it twisted. He's going to be out there doing whatever he can do to try to win this game. All right. If I had man, that 6.5 is looking real juicy. I might want to take a stab at it. I don't know. All right. Touchdown props. You guys don't need me to tell you about no touchdown props, especially on week one. It is what it is. Everybody's in play. Philadelphia Eagles, Detroit Lions, 48.5 over under, minus 235 point favorites for Philadelphia Eagles. And I guess. All right. Now the hard knocks, okay, all right, be my guest. All right. I like Devontae Smith over here. All right. I like Devontae Smith. Then you're gonna get a quarterback in Jalen Hurts. He can run the ball. All right. Then you add AJ Brown to the mix. It's gonna help take some pressure off the offense overall. The rapport was already there with Dallas Goedert. They added pieces to their defense. Give me Philadelphia here. Money line parlays, minus 4.5 for straights. Okay. I can't. I look, the hard knocks thing. I love it. All right. Golf. I love it. In fact, I like him for an interception. All right. Give me golf for an interception. And while I'm talking about interceptions, I'm going to step over here to prize picks and I'm going to give you guys my interception props. I like Winston for an interception. Flacco, interception. Winston and Flacco, they pick six type of guys, all right? And give me Jared Goff for an interception. Give me Derek Carr for an interception. They've added new players up here. I'm gonna just stop right there, okay? I'm gonna keep it moving. I'm gonna stop right there. All right, there's so many props and everything is in play. I can't touch on them all, okay? Now, I just think it's a big chance that Devontae Smith can get in that end zone with the attention put on Brown out there in the secondary, Goddard out there lingering around across the middle of the field, and you couple that with the fact with the running capabilities of Jalen Hurts, they already had the report with Smith. So it is what it is, man. Take it for what you want to take it. Philadelphia Eagles are nothing in this spot for me. Reception, everything, all this shit is in play. 45 yards. I thought I said a 45-yard receiving prop for Smith. I think that's in play as well. All right, Devontae Smith, 45.5. AJ Brown, 46.5. Hockenson, I got some love for Hockenson. I'm gonna run St. Brown. What I do like here, reception props. I got a itty bitty little bit of interest in the 3.5. It's probably going to be a parlay piece at DeAndre Swift. If the game script is right, if they expect it to be down, have to pass to get back in the game, then boom, you end up with a few two-minute conversions and a few receptions from DeAndre Swift, and that'll end up getting you to where you need to be at over 3.5. All right. Passing attempts or completions. Got a slight lean towards the over for golf. Thought I seen that 21.5. If it's 21.5, I think he can hit that. All right. Let's keep it moving. Philadelphia Eagles are nothing for me in this spot. Indianapolis Colts, Houston, Texas, 45.5 over under in this spot. Indianapolis Colts are minus 335 favorites here, okay? Matt Ryan, Matt Ryan, new addition, Matt Ryan in this spot, all right? Jonathan Taylor, y'all don't need me to tell you about him. Michael Pittman, going to be chalk across the industry. If you're playing fantasy, you already know this. Definitely chalk across the industry. So there you have that. What else here? Paris Campbell at the 2. Pierce, Pierce probably going to be popping out. Mo Ali Cox, he'll be there too. All right, so I do have some interest over here. Now, when you're looking at somebody like John Taylor for a touchdown, you look at these touchdown square props, you can see value. And I see value on Pierce here. You go in there and get a touchdown for plus 135. Michael Pittman Jr. too as well. Matt Ryan can key in on his quarterbacks, so that's something to look at there. I mean, on his number one receiver, so that's something to look at there. All right. Now, Brandon Cooks, of course, he's a target monster, but his prop is definitely in play for receptions. But who I'm looking at right now, truthfully, is Nico Collins. The over 3.5 receptions sitting at 3.5. Sitting at minus 102. That's something that I think is doable for him. I'll be looking to probably take a stab at that 3.5. All right. So that's what I'm looking at there. All right. Pierce touchdown, Pittman touchdown. Those are the usual suspects. It is what it is. New Orleans Saints at Atlanta Falcons. We got a 42.5 over under in this spot. New Orleans Saints, what they say, who that? New Orleans Saints, big time favorites here, minus 240 favorites here. Atlanta Falcons rolling out Mariota. All right, Mariota. He's somebody who's got rushing upside, so his rushing prop is in play. All right. Jameis Winston. He's an interception waiting to happen. Kamara, touchdown threat. Landry, all right, and Olave. All right, so 2 new additions. I think this offense is bolstered. It's definitely better than it was last year. Michael Thomas is back. Like I say, Jarvis Landry, big time targets monster, covering the field, covering that slot. Man, I think Jameis Winston has some really, really nice weapons here. Give me New Orleans Saints in this one here. I do got some love for Kyle Pitts. I think it's a possibility in a perfect world he could hit this is targets, all right? This is targets, not catches, targets. I do think he can hit that 7.5 target there. I do think he could do that. And so I'll just stick with that, all right? But yeah, it's gonna be New Orleans Saints or nothing for me. At 5.5, I don't mind that. I don't mind that 5.5. And then, like I say, rushing. The overall rushing yards is not out of realm of possibility for Mariota. All right. Baltimore Ravens at New York Jets and 44.5 over under in this spot here. I'm not even trying to do a lot in this game here. All right. Baltimore. The model want to play for these guys, and it is what it is. I'm gonna tell you what I like here. All right. So one of my favorite plays here. Now this is pass, rush, and reception TDs. Give me the over 2.5. He can run one in. He can throw 2 in. I expect him to have a better passing year this year. And if he decides to run 2 in, okay, be my guest, whatever the case may be. But I like that. I like that play right there. All right. Now, passing, passing TDs. I can't talk you off the 1.5. I can't talk you off the 1.5 here, okay? Reception yards, reception targets, reception yards, however you want to call it. Andrews is a target monster. Bateman is a target. He should be a target monster. Can't talk you off either one of those here, okay? Game script. Could be running the ball, could get up, could be running the ball. It's a lot of things that can factor into where a player doesn't hit the prop. They like to run the ball. They do. Rushing touchdowns, now a possibility for Lamar Jackson. I'm just going to stick to Lamar Jackson in the win here, okay? Those couple of props there, I'm just going to keep it simple for what they do. New England Patriots at Miami Dolphins here. I mean, on paper, I like this Miami Dolphins team. It looks better than New England Patriots to me. We got an over under 4.5 in this spot here. If I had to bet on one of these teams, it would be Miami Dolphins. Wouldn't mind that 3.5, but that's if I bet on one of these teams. Now, props. It's going to be interesting here. They haven't dropped the prop that I really had interest in, and that would be Jacoby Myers reception line or targets. All right. So I'm looking for him to have at least 4.5 receptions on at least 7 or 8 targets. Okay. That's why I'm looking for Jacoby Myers early and often. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is. Now they're still running out their 2 tight end sets this year, probably Hunter Henry, Jonnu Smith. Hunter Henry did have a nice stretch of touchdown last year with about 6 or 7 games straight with a touchdown. So he's in play. Tua Tagovailoa, however you say the shit. New addition, Tyreek Hill. All right. Jalen Waddle, he's had games with 10, 11, 12 targets, 10, 11, 12 catches. It's going to be interesting to see how they incorporate this. So I might, Hill and Waddle might end up with 6 receptions because both of their receptions are sitting at 5.5 apiece. So I have little to no problem with you going with either one of those guys reception targets there, but it is what it is. You can go with yardage, coincide with what these players do. Tyreek Hill, big time bomb threat. You can go with yardage, all types of ways. I don't have an official play in that one. Another game that I feel like the dogs could be barking in is this Cleveland Browns game. We got an over under 41.5. We have new additions in these teams. Carolina, Laviska Shenault, Baker Mayfield, revenge game. Cleveland Browns, Amari Cooper. So, they have that. Let me see. Let me see if I can pull up something real fast. Right here. Right. So, yeah, we're going to roll out Jacoby Brissett, all right, for Cleveland. Serviceable quarterback. Without a doubt could go in and win this game. I'm not talking about, talking to nobody off of that. I have some interest, on the other side of the ball here. I just like this team on paper a little bit more. Baker Mayfield has remained to be seen what he's going to do over here. He say one thing because he's been talking shit like a motherfucker, but Christian McCaffrey, you have Triple Hubbard and Deontay Foreman backing him up. DJ Moore, you know what he does. He can take the cop off of defense. Can't talk you off none of his receiving props. And Robbie Anderson on the other side needs to redeem himself. Don't know who's going to be coming out the slot between Marshall, Higgins, or Shenault. I'd imagine it's going to be Shenault. So that's they have weapons. Okay, on the Cleveland side, they're going to be looking to establish the run, and they're going to be looking to establish the run early with Chubb and Hunt. Both of those guys are touchdown candidates. Of course, I look at Chubb. He's the better pure runner. We'll see how this goes this year. Other than that, I do got some love for somebody like David Njoku, the tight end there. I think he's just, he gels with whoever's under center. All right, so that's one thing that you can definitely take heed to. All right, so he gels with anybody. he gels with anybody. All right, he gels with anybody. So right off the bat, let's see what the receiving targets are going to look like here. Passing props. Receiving props. Christian McCaffrey is in play always. 45.5 rushing yards. You already know what to do. I mean, receiving yards, definitely in play. I'm looking at total receptions here. See if I can get an edge. Robbie Anderson, 2.5. Lo and behold, it should be a crime. That should be a damn crime. They should be trying to get him acclimated, okay? So, 2.5 receptions, and Joku's is higher than his. Damn. Ain't that something, man? Hopefully Baker Mayfield can get it. I might have to take a stab at that in the parlay piece, man. You don't want to be late. You don't want to be late to the party. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes when you're late to the party, it's just like that. You're gonna be late. Next week that shit might come out. He can go out there and have 5 catches. It's gonna be 4.5 for sure. 3.5. And then it's gonna be up. I don't like to jump on a bandwagon. So maybe I might just jump right on that. That 2.5. Joko is a touchdown threat. Okay, he's a touchdown threat. DJ Moore, 5.5 total receptions. I think that's playable. I mean, you're going to get plus money for Christian McCaffrey. And I hope they targeted him like they always do, man, because I'm going to have to probably take a stab on some of that. Yep. Probably stay away from the total side in this one. If I had to take one, it would be Carolina Panthers at home. Tell you the truth, it's going to be. Give me Carolina Panthers at home, man. Yeah, defense. They had a pretty decent defense. I mean, give me Carolina Panthers at home, man. San Francisco 49ers at Chicago Bears here. 40 over in this spot here. Not a game I really want to target here. I'll tell you what I do like. The over 3.5 receptions for Cole Kmet. And I like the over receptions. I think it's 4.5 for Darnell Mooney. I'll take that. I'll take that bumps on the chin right there if it don't hit. And for a parlay piece here, I will take over a half. Since my computer acting stupid, over a half. Okay, there it is. Over a half. No, that's not it. Oh, yes, it is. Over a half passing touchdowns. As a parlay piece, I'll tell you what I can put it up to. It's going to be the Justin. It's going to be the Justin play here. All right. Over a half. I'm going to throw it in over there. See, over a half touchdowns. All right. Over a half passing touchdown. Matter of fact, because I don't know if it's going to be the same line over here. So let me go with Chicago. Put it up here. Let's see what we can get for this, all right? Over a half. All right? So, yeah, that's what I'm looking at, man. Cole Kmet. Now, you're going to have a few different, looks here. But it's going to be a wait and see. You're going to have guys like who? Khalil Herbert breathing down Montgomery back. Could be a vulture back there for a touchdown. Wilson might, be vulturing Mitchell. You know what I'm saying? So all those type of things can be in play there. All right. The vultures. Can't forget about the vultures. All right. Jacksonville Jaguars at Washington Commanders here. Listen, 43.5 over under. The Jacksonville Jaguars are plus 130. All right. Plus 130. This is a dog play for me. The dogs are barking. I'm just waiting. And I don't have to jump on them right now. I can jump on them last money. I'm still going to get plus money either way it go. All right. Now, I do think the dogs are barking here. And let's talk about it. So we got Trevor Lawrence. Let me tell you what Trevor Lawrence can do. He can rush a touchdown in. He can throw for 2. All right. He can rush a touchdown and he can throw for 2. So they got him. Let's see where his touchdown prop is sitting at. I probably looked over it, but hey, why not go to Prize Picks, passing TDs, and let's look at okay, they don't have them out. All right, they don't have them out. Let's go back to FanDuel then, man. Either way it go, his passing touchdowns are sitting at 1.5. First and foremost, I mean, come on, man, give it here, man. I'll take it, man. I'll take it, man. The 1.5 passing touchdowns, I'll take it, man. I'll take it at what plus 132. I'll take it, man. Fuck it, man. I'll take it, man. It's week 1. All right, it's week 1. Now, let's talk about some receiving props here. All right. Now, I'm gonna go straight to the receptions first. That's the first thing I'm gonna do. Now, let's talk about. I'm gonna come back to Travis Etienne. All right. Marvin Jones, Christian Kirk, and Evan Ingram. Evan Ingram, I'm looking at the over here. All right. We know Trevor Lawrence can, move the ball, and he can lean on his tight ends while doing that. Plus minus 128 is not out of the realm of possibilities. Okay, so give me the over 2.5 receptions for Evan Ingram. Receiving props. Give me the over 21.5 for Travis Etienne. All right, and if you want to go to 25, be my guest, because they got it up there where you can alter him. Okay, where you can alter him. You can go with the ladder here. All right, the 100, 25 yards, 40 yards, 50 yards, 60 yards. We know what he does. I'm not saying do that. I'm just saying they got the altar there. All right, Terry McLaurin. All right, I probably wouldn't look at him for receptions, but I'll look at him for yardage. Okay, his yardage props is coming out at 60.5. I can probably get down with that. But rumors in camp that Jahan Dotson and Wentz had a good rapport there. So and he's going to be on the other side. So 40 yards is not out of the realm of possibility. And for 40 yards, they don't have his reception prop out right now. So that's not out of the realm of possibility. That's a lean. And Christian Kirk definitely in play. So I like this game. I really want to know what's the deal with Logan Thomas. He's questionable. We know Wentz can really hook up with a tight end, and Logan Thomas is not no punk. Okay, so if I bet this game, it's going to be Jacksonville Jaguars. I ain't even gonna lie. So we'll see. We will see. We will see. I haven't bet it yet, but we will see. Listen, Vegas Raiders, Los Angeles Chargers. Give me the Chargers, man. I'm going with the Chargers in this one. It is what it is. I know Waller just got paid today. I know they got Adams. I know they got 3 or 4 level offense. I'm still going with the Chargers here in this spot here. I like Carr for an interception. We expect points to be put up here. I mean, I don't mind taking the over. I don't mind taking the over interceptions for Carr. I don't mind taking the over TD passing props at 1.5 for neither one of these guys. Preferably, I ain't gonna say neither one. I say Herbert here, and the Justin, and here we have it. We have the Justin and Justin. All right, the over 1.5 passing touchdowns for Justin Herbert, and the over 1.5 over half touchdown for Fields. The Justin and Justin connection there. All right, I'm going with that. I'm going with that. All right, that's a parlay right there at plus 102. All right, so I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna take that and run with it. Either way it goes. Props wise, man, I mean receiving props. Mike Williams can be a deep ball threat. All right, so his yards is in play. Keenan Allen, he's a target monster. His targets are in play. And reception play are in play. They got so many weapons over here. What the hell? They got so many weapons over here. Like Uh, Austin Eckler definitely in play. Rushing game, rushing yards, passing yards, and touchdown. Palmer, and then you got Donald Paul. He's doubtful though. Donald Parham. He's doubtful, so you're probably gonna see Everett out there. But either way it go, this is well with the additions that they put on the defense this year. I mean, they're gonna have to hit me upside the head, man. They're gonna have to hit me upside the head. I'm gonna have to take the Chargers here, and I might have to look into some of those different plays that they got. Those popular plays. What are they? Prayer performance doubles? No. They are. Some of these match specials and all of that shit. Okay, yeah. So that's what I'm looking at right there. All right. Damn, this video is getting long. Let's see if I can speed it up real quick. Turn it up. Just turn it up a notch. If my internet, okay, damn, I was about to snap. Another thing, another game where I think the dogs are barking at 43.5 over under in this spot. Tennessee Titans are favorites, man. 5.5 point favorites. They at home though. Now I know this New York team is going on the road. They're gonna be road dogs, man. But listen, man, we got these boys coming off injuries. Robert Woods coming off injury. Then you got damn, who else you got? Oh, Henry coming off of injury, man. These are tough injuries here. I know these boys should be ready to go. Woods, I'm concerned about Woods, in this spot. Um, I'll tell you right here. Motherfucking Saquon Barkley should have his fingerprints written all over this game, okay? He should have his fingerprints all over this game, all right? So let's go to a passing prop first, all right? Because I want to talk about one guy. Receiving props. All right, so receptions here. All right, total receptions here. I'm taking the over 2.5 for Austin Hooper, and I don't mind getting to his reception prop in the at 25.5. But I'm gonna go to over 2.5 reception prop for Austin Hooper. I mean, this Tennessee Titans team can go to their tight ends. He's a big target. Wouldn't be surprised if he gets up there and get an end zone touchdown. Okay. So that's one thing that you can look at. Barkley, he should be used in the reception, in the passing game and the running game. Robert Woods, if he's okay, he should be able to hit that 50, that 40, or crush that 4.5 reception yards. All right, Kadarius Toney, 3.5 receptions, definitely in play. Treylon Burks, Treylon Burks, 2.5 receptions here at plus money. Damn, might have to sign me up for that one. I don't know, man. I got a strong interest in that right there. Then you couple that with the fact you don't need me to tell you that Saquon Barkley can score a touchdown, or Henry can get in there in the end zone. You know what I'm saying? So I'm really not touching on touchdown score props. But on paper, this New York team don't look bad. Week 1. They are dogs. Don't be surprised if they don't come out and win this game. Daniel Jones can rush. His rushing yards can be in play here. He might go out there and hit their ass for 50 or 100 yards. We've seen him have big long runs before. He's going to go out there and lay it on the line. Won't be surprised if at least they cover that minus that 5.5 point spread there. Ryan Tannehill, he's a Russian quarterback. He's definitely a Russian quarterback, a Russian touchdown threat. All right. If I'm betting this game, it's going to be New York Giants money line or run line with the spread or nothing. I'm not even going to even think about taking Tennessee. All right. It's going to be a prop, or if I take a side, it's going to be the Giants. Kansas City Chiefs, Arizona Cardinals here, 53.5 over under in this spot here. All right. Now, listen. It's going to be Kansas City Chiefs for me. All right. The receiving, we got 53.5 over under. Expect there to be some points here. All right. the secondary for Arizona is trash. And then, I mean, come on, man. It's going to be some shit going on here, all right? Even if you want to take a team total over for Kansas City, be my guest with that. I didn't even look at the props for this game. I ain't even going to lie. Touchdown, Kelsey. I mean, just everything. Y'all don't even need me to say shit about this game, man. It is what it is. But on the other side, I do have interest. All right, I have a little interest here. All right, so first thing I want to talk about here is AJ Green. He's gonna have to be out there. All right, he's gonna be out there. Gonna have to be out there. I mean, it's gonna be no. They already don't have Christian Kirk. They got rid of him. Then it's gonna be no Hopkins. Of course, no Rondale Moore. So AJ Brown. I mean, Hollywood Brown, and then you got AJ Green, and then Greg Dortch and Isabella. Which one of those guys is going to be the three? Whoever, who knows? Who cares? But those guys are definitely in play right there. The top two for receptions and yards. So don't get it twisted. Kelsey, 6.5 targets. Probably going to have to take that, man. I mean, 6.5 targets. It's Kelsey. What the fuck you expect? 5.5 for Juju Smith, 4.5 for Juju Smith-Schuster. Going up against this secondary, they want to test out their new toy. Yeah, give me the fucking over, of course. So, yeah, it is what it is. Now, rushing, though. Kyler Murray, it's going to be on him, okay? It's going to be on him to do a lot of things, okay? So, rushing is not out of the realm of possibilities for this guy. In fact, when his rushing prop is sitting at a 36.5, it was, I had got it at 33, I believe, or something like that on Prize Picks or whatever the case may be. But yeah, 36.5 is not out of the realm of possibilities here, okay? So I'll be looking for him to get a touchdown. I mean, get a run. He might run one in, but I'm looking for him to take the over on his rushing yards, all right? And you talk about running one in, a lot of people, they forget, okay? When they get close to that, and then, because, see, they might not have Ertz. He's questionable. And that's one thing who I really, one person I really got to watch out for, and I need to get the news for us, Ertz, because he might end up playing. We never know. But what was I getting ready to say? Oh, TD scoring props, all right? This guy is eligible, all right? And the books already know now because they got their ass tore up. James Conner can go out there and get you a touchdown, but the most profitable one for him is 2 touchdowns. And, he just has a knack for that end zone when they get up there. So it's a possibility that he can go in there and get you 2, all right? So don't get it twisted. If Kyler Murray is able to move this ball, I would love for Ertz to play. Kansas City Chiefs are nothing for me in this spot with that 5.5. I have to get that 5.5 up on the spread. All right. Green Bay Packers at Minnesota Vikings, 46.5 over under in this spot. And yes, man, there's no Adams here, or whatever the case may be. Now I'm looking forward to the running backs here. I don't want to go into the props. I'm looking forward to both of the running backs. What the fuck are their names? I'm looking forward to Aaron Jones and A.J. Dillon to be on the field together. All right, I'm looking for them to be on at times. All right, and you never know who's going to be the vulture here. Aaron Jones should get work in the passing game. I expect him to get work in the passing game, man. Both of them. I ain't gonna lie. So touchdowns can be, it could be that type of season for him. You know what I'm saying? So that's something to look out for there. The receivers. Alan Lazard is doubtful, so I'm quite sure he won't play. Sammy Watkins probably be on one side. Cobb will probably be on the other one. Romeo Doubs have been getting praise in the off season. I mean, in the camp, and Watson. So I mean, I don't know, man. What's up with this receiving core? All right, Robert Tonyan definitely in play for a touchdown or whatever the case may be. Whatever you want to do with it. This team does tend to get off to a rocky start, Green Bay, to the season. So they could be vulnerable here. I can't talk you off for anything. Their secondary, they did some work to their secondary. The secondary is pretty good there. Where they having problems at is rushing the ball. Defending the rush, and that's when you got guys like Dalvin Cook and Madison coming to play. All right, so I got some interest in Dalvin Cook here. Okay, I haven't really looked at the props and shit like that, but I do like him for a touchdown. I'll tell you that. Justin Jefferson, just matchup proof. All right, and Thielen, security blanket, somebody who can go out there and get touchdowns, move the chains. That's just what he does. He's a big threat right there. And then Irv Smith Jr., he's back in the fold. Dogs might be barking here. I don't know. I'm undecided on which side I want to take in this one here. But that's the breakdown of the game. I don't have to point out a certain prop to you guys. That just is what it is right there. All right. Tampa Bay Buccaneers at Dallas Cowboys over under 50.5 in this spot. I don't really like this game. I don't really like this game. To tell you the truth, I don't really like this game. I like Tampa Bay to win this game. I really like this game. I didn't pick out no props or none of this shit for this game. I got a little bit of interest on Dallas Cowboys side because everything should be concentrated. The usage should be concentrated. What I mean by that is, should be concentrated. You should know where the ball is going to. They short. They short players, man. They short. There'll be no let's see. On the Dallas side, no Michael Gallup. So you're gonna see guys like Tolbert and Brown out there. You know what I'm saying? Lamb should be the primary target along with Schultz, okay? Then you got Ezekiel Elliott and Pollard. Both of those guys are gonna have to jump out there in the passing game. It just is what it is. You have to find a way to move the ball. On the Tampa Bay side, it's a picky poison type of thing. I don't expect Godwin to play. Russell Gage, he's questionable. Got to see what's up with that situation. Mike Evans, definitely a touchdown guy. Julio Jones, definitely a touchdown candidate. Leonard Fournette, definitely a touchdown candidate. Over 1.5 passing touchdowns, definitely a play for Brady. It's probably going to be sitting at 2. Let's see what it's going to look like right now. 2.5 for Brady and plus 162. If you're feeling like gambling, go ahead. I might take a stab at that at plus 162, but it is what it is. All right. So there you have that. All right. So let's go on to the next game here. All right. We are talking about the Monday night game, and it would be the Denver Broncos and Seattle Seahawks. Another game where I don't have too much for. 44.5 over under. Denver's missing a quarterback. Oh, he's on the other side. So we're gonna have Geno Smith going up against Russell Wilson. I mean, it's gonna have to be the Denver Broncos for me. You could look at Javonte Williams maybe for a touchdown. Rashad Penny, Sutton looks really, really good. Always looks good. Man, not the sexiest of games if you ask me, but you never know. It could probably turn out to be a sexy game. Monday Night Football. Give me Rush for some revenge, man. That being said, guys, I'm out, man. Peace.